Rickea Jackson and Jordan Walker. We'll start out with the opening statement from Coach Harper and then open it up for questions. Coach?
Well, I'm really excited to be 2-0 after these first 2 games in SEC play. That's a big win for us right there. That's a good basketball team. They can really score it. We obviously scored really well. We needed to score well to get the win. But I'm proud of our team. There are things that we are going to continue to work on, continue to get better at, but I'm really excited about their focus and how they come to practice, how they come ready for games right now. It's they've been a joy to coach.
All right, we'll take our first question from Cora and then Maria.
Jordan, that second quarter when you guys held them to 11 points really kind of sealed the game for you guys and gave you all the momentum. You've been kind of a leader on defense, making great plays consistently. How crucial was that, and how is that kind of like an example of how far this defense has come?
Obviously it was really crucial because, like you said, it gave us that momentum. But I really think it is a testament to how far our defense has come. We've been working on it a lot. Every single day we're working on it, and just how we can get better each and every day on our defensive end, because we know that's going to win us games.
Maria.
Rickea, SEC has started, and you have just played like you're on the SEC planet right now or something. Just what's the difference for you in these last 2 games?
The difference is my mindset and my teammates, just standing in my ear, talking to me, just being there for me. We said SEC play, start of a new season, so I feel like we all just been so focused and so locked in together that just made us really want to play for each other even more, so that's what we've been doing.
Cora.
Rickea, you went 1 of 4 in the first quarter, which is very uncharacteristic for you, and then you didn't miss a shot the rest of the game. How do little things, I guess, in the game kind of motivate you to just kind of kick it to another level?
Just seeing my teammates, seeing Tess make all them threes, seeing Jordy get those defensive stops, it just motivates me to want to play hard for them. So I just knew, if my teammates trust me and keep getting me the ball, then I should just keep shooting because they have that confidence in me, so I need to have it myself as well.
Maria.
Jordan, 26 assists for the team. I think you and Jordan Horston piled up several. Is this team really starting to figure out where to get the ball to and who to get it to, and just what's the reason for these assists just continuing to climb?
I think, the reason for these assists climbing is just us trusting one another, getting the ball up quick, but just really looking for one another. Like Rickea said, we have confidence in each and every one of the players out there, so I know, I can make an extra pass and Tess is going to knock it down, or Kia's going to knock it down. So I just think that's, one of the things is just confidence, and that's really propelling us in those assists.
Cora.
This is for both of you guys. You guys went 13 of 16 from the line, 3 players, 100%. I've heard the term project free throws have been thrown around. Can you guys give us some insight to that and how that has dramatically increased this free throw percentage for the team?
Well, let me go first. Project free throws, it really it holds you accountable. I mean, obviously you want to get in there and shoot your free throws, but when you have to send them in and, somebody's watching and making sure that you're, shooting your free throws, it's, you got to do it. And I think that obviously it's shown, with our free throw percentage. So.
Yeah, I agree with Joe. Just having that accountability piece the coaches give us, and something that we have to accomplish. So I just feel like it definitely helps the team because we all have to shoot like 100, make 100, and that's a lot of free throws. So you better make them in the game.
Yeah, and right now Tamari's helping us with it too because we'll track them with her, and so she'll get them all, add them up, and then send them back so we can see where we're at. And I don't know, maybe it's for me, but I see somebody shooting more free throws than me. I'm like, okay, let me go and shoot a couple more, but
Maria.
Rickea, I'm going to jump ahead to Thursday. Your former team, of course, coming here. I know, you're going to stay within yourself, play within yourself, but does that one maybe mean just a little bit more to you this Thursday?
I think it just means a lot to our teammates. We treat every opponent the same, and I feel like we're just going to go out there and continue to do us and stay within ourselves.
Cora?
This is for either of you guys. I don't know who wants to take it, but Jillian Hollingshed had probably the best game of the year she's had. Super efficient on the offensive end, made some great defensive plays. What can you say about her progress and just how she's kind of settled in and how important that is for you guys in SEC play?
I think you hit it on the head, just like she's just settling in. And again, we have confidence in her. I know, like, when I throw it in, I want her to go up and score because I know she's capable of doing it. So I just think her continuing to settle in and get comfortable within the team is really just helping her.
Are there any other questions for the student athletes? If not, we'll go ahead and let them slide out.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies. Questions for Coach Harper, please? We'll start with Maria.
Coach, there's a lot to like in this game, obviously, particularly that start. The second half got a little ragged at times. Is that just stuff you can look at and clean up?
Yeah, I think so. You know, I think the second half, there are some things that we can do a little better. You know, fortunately, at least in that third quarter, we were scoring as well. You know, they scored a lot, but we were scoring as well. And you know, we can do some things a little bit maybe smarter, a little bit sharper in that second half that we can learn from some of that.
Cora.
Kelly, I want to go back to the free throws with you because the 13 free throws were the difference in this game because just kind of how the second half went. Can you tell me what kind of is the whole idea behind that and how you've seen the players, they seem to really embrace that? Yeah,
so we, you know, it's something we've done in the past that we picked up again this year, and it's asking our players to, you know, shoot extra free throws outside of practice. It's nothing complicated, but it is something that they really buy into. And when we make free throws on the bench, you can hear the echo, Project Free Throws. And it's also something that Tamari has taken on, and I think that's been good. She's kind of been our she's always been the player in practice that keeps track of our free throws and how many we need to be making, and so it just was a natural fit to have her kind of lead the way and lead the charge with our Project Free Throws. So they communicate with her when they've gotten their extra free throws in, and there's not a you know minimum, there's not a prerequisite, it's not a competition, but it's an accountability thing.
We'll go next to Frank in the back.
Coach, you see a game like this where you didn't need to lean on Jordan Horston to score, and Rickea settling in and performing well, Jill settling in and performing well. Is this sort of what you had in mind when you added so many high talent transfers this offseason?
Yeah, you know, this is kind of what you want it to look like on the offensive end. You want to see ball movement, you want to see sharing the basketball, you want to get players in position for them to be successful. One thing that I liked today, and it was small, but our players had a really good understanding of what we were trying to do. So we might not have always been in the right position, but because they understood the game plan or the execution piece, they manipulated their positions to get there. And I think that's a huge growth for us to have a really good handle of what we need to be doing on the offensive end.
Go next to Cora, followed by Maria.
Kind of going off that, Jordan Horston had 9 assists tonight. Wasn't a great night for her shooting-wise, but still very much contributed to that offense. And that's something that she's always done, right? But can you just kind of explain how important that is when, you know, one of your leading scorers still is making sure that everyone else is getting double figures?
Well, Jordan is a playmaker, and Jordan is a threat when she has the ball in her hands. And, you know, fortunately for her, we have other people that she can find, and obviously that's why our assists were high. You know, we can move her around. She can get on the boards. We can post her up. She can shoot out in the perimeter, which she didn't make them today, but that's not a concern. She's going to knock those down. But she's such a playmaker, and she's such a threat that she's dangerous. You know, she's always dangerous, and you didn't see it with the point total, but I mean, that's 18 points off her assists. That's a lot.
Maria and then Caleb.
Rickea may be one of the most silky, smooth basketball players I've watched in a while. You've been wanting her to get on the boards more too. Are you happy with her output there? And her passing today was on point. Yeah,
she's. I tell you, she's doing a better job of attacking the glass. She is. I think you hit it right. I mean, just so smooth. She's so much fun to watch and easy to coach. You know, you just put her in position to get the ball and to let her go do her thing. And right now, because she's so versatile with what she can do, and her teammates are playing really with a pretty high IQ offensively, it's helping her. And if she continues to move like she's moving, and she continues to rebound like she's rebounding, I mean, she's just a handful for the opponent.
Caleb.
Jordan Horston wasn't really scoring tonight, but it felt like every time y'all went back on defense, she was making sure everybody had their assignment. She was leading on the court. Can you talk about that leadership and how important she is on defense?
Yeah, her defense is critical to our team, and because of her size, we can do some different things with her. We can change our matchups a little bit. In that second half when we weren't getting a lot of stops, she was the one I kept going to try to rally the troops, right? To try to get her to talk through what we needed to be doing to get stops, to find a little bit more urgency. And I think they listened to her. They look to her. They listen to her. They know, she's competitive. She wants to win. She wants to be successful.
Cora, and then Rick.
I kind of want to go back to the free throw thing in kind of the context of accountability this season. Because I mean, you said you've learned you can push them more. You can hold a higher standard. You can keep pushing that accountability. And now you have this where they have openly embraced that in another way. How important has that been, that mindset to embrace whatever you push them to and that accountability?
Yeah, I think that's this team. I think they have, they're rising, and I think you give them a challenge and they want to rise and meet it. We haven't always been successful, but they're really giving it to us. They're really trying, and I think that's why we're in a positive trajectory right now, because they want to be good and they're taking that upon themselves. And I think when you trust the system, and you trust your teammates, and you trust the coaching, you walk out there with great confidence. And I think they understand exactly what we need to look like, and that's a big piece. They know who we are.
Rick, Maria, and then Frank.
Kelly Wayne's always fun, but here at Thompson Bowling, it's really special. And if I'm not mistaken, 500th for the Lady Vol program here at home. Talk about that and what it means to this program.
It's a lot of wins. It's a lot of wins, and a wonderful place to play. I love playing here. I've joked numerous times that I would love to petition to play all of our games here. I think that would be wonderful. I think our fans would like it. I would like it. My kids would like it. That would be home more. But there have been a lot of memories made here. A lot of memories, a lot of good memories made here, and a lot of legends have graced this floor, and just to be part of that is something really elite. It's something really special, and it's something that I know I don't take lightly, and I don't think our team does as well.
Kelly, speaking of wins, I haven't talked to you since the Orange Bowl win for Tennessee, but talk, if you will, what about that game?
Yep, I approve. That was good. We watched it. I didn't have to yell too much. I stayed pretty calm. Jackson was in his Christmas gifts, which was shoulder pads, football helmet, and jersey, watching the game. But I tell you what, let me say, what an unbelievable job by our coaches and by those players to step up and figure it out. When it's not your normal rotation. That is not easy to do in any sport, and for them to go and do that on that stage against that program, yes, I love Tennessee. Good job, Vols.
Maria, Frank, and then Cora.
Quick question about Tess. She's got that little hop. And if she gets that hop in right before she makes her shots, I've started watching her shoot. It's just a tiny little bunny hop, and then the ball goes. I mean, she was 4 of 7. That's kind of tongue-in-cheek question because she is shooting well. But she just makes good decisions out there, doesn't it? She's one of those players that you can almost forget about on the court, and then you look up and she's just putting the ball in the right place.
She's easy to play with, and she spreads the defense out. And because of that, it allows some of our superstars to be superstars. And she knows her role. Her defense has really improved in what she's been able to do. Her rebounding has improved. Really proud of her. And if she shoots it in rhythm, we're all confident it's going in. And I think what you're referring to is her in rhythm. But this is not just games. I mean, it's in practice too. You know, I think right now our team is looking for her. That's one thing I don't know that we've always done in her career yet, but I think now we're really looking more for her. You know, we're a little bit more in tune to what she's doing on the court.
Frank?
Not to look back to the past too much, but this team's played kind of on a different level since the Stanford loss. How did that game influence the past three?
Yeah, you know, I actually would have to go even further back than that. I think we played a different level at Stanford. We just didn't win. I think we played at another level there, and I think that just going out and playing that game and walking away with the idea of we can do this. I think that was important for our team. It wasn't the win, but how we played. And, you know, I think they've grown a lot throughout this year. We've you know, had people in and out of games and practices. And, you know, we've just had a lot of inconsistency there. But now, you know, with the folks that are on the court and the people coming off the bench and you know, it's just working, and they all believe in that.
Cora, we'll finish here.
Wanted to ask you about Jillian. I just thought from the second she stepped on the court, she looked ready. She had some really nice assists, some great moves. What have you been seeing from her, and is this kind of like the building point for her going forward in SEC play? Yeah,
the way she played today was how we envision her playing. I think she's a dynamic player. She's so skilled. She can step out on the floor, but we're using her a lot on the block right now, where she can, and when you have players like Tess and Rickea and Jordy around her, she's getting a lot of one-on-one opportunities, and we are really confident with her ability to go make a play in those situations. So, you know, I think our spacing has been good to help her, but, you know, she's playing with great confidence. And her team, her teammate, boy, if she's open, they want to get her the ball. But that's how it is with our entire team right now. It's been fun to coach and fun to watch.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, guys. Happy New Year.